Hello everyone, this is BIGALSKIx,
And this is JTV.
and this is Captivating Goddess Phase 5 for Ninja Gaiden Black Mission Mode Master Ninja. Now this is another one of these hard missions, at least for me. I've got a lot of blooper videos here. I think like this one right here, with her just sliding halfway, you're almost kind of in trouble for me, so I just reset. And again, that's when you don't roll the right way. I mean, that can happen too when you're expecting something else.
I think this is... I've always thought this, but I think this is one of... I don't know.
Hold on, look at this. So I tried to use the jump X to knock him down, and then I was going to Fiend Sealer him. But all I did was land into the other guys.
That sucks.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, well, I didn't like that either. So anyway, there's a lot of little bloopers on this. Hopefully we can explain this mission a little bit better, but really at the end of the day, see, like all of that right there, all the spinning around, you lose where they are. Sorry, what were you going to say earlier? I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, I mean, like, I think this is, I don't know what the word is, like kind of under the radar, I guess, but I think this is one of the hardest missions in mission mode, but people don't tend to talk about it much. You know, when like hard missions come up.
No.
Like,
I'm like, let me just drop a smoke bomb and go wall attack, and then she grabbed me like that. I'm like, you bitch.
But I like personally, I'd put this in the same category as like CG1, MD2, because I mean, if you want to do this mission, especially if you want to farm this mission, it's rough to get good points on this mission, because these monk fiends, you can have the first 3 sets of them go absolutely perfectly, and I'm not, like, no exaggeration, you need one bad move on that last set, and you're done. You're dead. Your run's over. It's really a tough mission to karma run.
Well, I tell you, it's a hard mission to just go through, period.
Yeah, it's a hard mission in general, but yeah, like for karma especially, it is crazy.
One of the things that I had problems with is now this is a couple times that I was able to go straight up the wall, but I can't tell you how many times I tried to run straight up the wall, and I would run at an angle. And that other mission where she was kind of spinning around and the camera was turning, and I mean, I don't know if that has a lot to do with it, but I was just trying to be able to get a wall attack on the guy, and I just never could really orient myself. Yeah.
With the with the jumping and getting the wall, like not getting the wall attack, all you need to do there is when you jump forward, if your thumb is still on the stick when you're jumping forward, and then you do a move, you'll get like the actual wall run, not wall cling. So you can jump towards a wall, in an angle where you would usually get the horizontal wall run. And if you let go of the stick before you hit the wall, you'll just get a wall cling, even though you jumped at the wall, at an angle to get a wall run.
Well, I don't know. I have to be doing something wrong.
It's just mainly letting the stick go to neutral. Like I've mentioned that quite a bit, especially like on streams and that recently. I think a lot of people just don't know that that's how it works, because again, the game doesn't tell you. But if you keep the stick pressed when you jump at a wall, it carries over that input. Whereas if you let go of the stick and just let the stick go to idle, essentially, then that alters the animation you get when you hit.
See that right there? I tried to jump while the monks were right there. I tried to do that.
I do like when she beats up the monks, though. I think it just looks funny when she hits them.
But I don't know what else to do to go to attack. I mean, is there anybody that's really just shown this without? God, I got my ass kicked there. But
there's a couple of things you can do. Yeah, you can use incendiaries on the monks. They do work really well if you can get a good angle on them. You can use the dragon sword as well. You can use air destruction slash and fiend sealer. That should take him out with a true dragon sword.
Well, see, I did that earlier and got nailed with the little thing.
When they do their portal, you have to keep an eye out for that. Wall attacks with the Dark Dragon Blade. I mean, it might look cheap, but honestly, it's one of the safest ways to take them out. There's nothing cool about it, but it is a very safe way to take out the monk fiends. You can use Debiliter UTs as well, which are really good for doing it. Explosive arrows, again, they're really good, but there's a lot of recovery on them. Like as I said, it is one of those missions where there's only a couple of ways to really do it, safely, and neither of them look all that cool. One thing you can do, I wouldn't recommend it for newer players, you can just abuse the crap out of Windmill Slash on Ishtaros and just completely ignore the Monk Fiends. If you really just want to get the mission over with, just don't even worry about the monks. Just go after the boss.
Well, I think this right here at the angle that I'm at right now, to where they're behind you, or far away from you, you're really looking for trouble. That's the reason at the beginning, whenever she slides at you, you come kind of perpendicular, I guess, and you're closer to the monks. That's where you want to be, where they're on the screen, where they really can't dodge.
It's really great when you get that too, actually, when the splash damage takes out too. Of course, you can use Inazuma. I'm pretty sure you've got Inazuma here.
And then try to get it back. Because again, this is a try not to use Nympho, or if you're going to use Nympho, get it back.
Yeah, get it back. I mean, Monk Fiends, they do tend to give you Nympho more often than like most other enemy types.
So again, I tried to go straight up, but now one reason why I keep the Armlet of the Sun on is because usually the wall attack with the Armlet of the Sun on will kill a monk, but if you have like the Celerity on or the
that's true,
or the Tranquility on, it won't kill. It'll just knock them down. So
it's one of those annoying things where the health can be inconsistent. Like sometimes it will kill them, sometimes it won't, and it's just better to keep on Armlet of the Sun if you can.
Yeah, see, that's what I did, but I realized, the monks were out there. But see, again, I wanted to get while he's still there. See, he's still close by. If he was all the way across screen, or I wasn't at that angle, I wish you could rotate the camera. I mean, if you could rotate the camera. See, again, there's that. I tried to jump away, and I jumped back into her, and it just...
Yeah, you have to control the camera in this mission like old school. You have to position Ryu and then recenter it to actually position the camera around like how you want it to, like NGO4 style.
Yeah, that would have been a perfect one of those missions to where, you know what, I'm still at good health, I didn't get what I wanted, let me just try to finish it out to get some practice, but I was so disgusted that I went the other way that I just said, you know what, let me just start over. Now, I've tried that with the incendiaries, and sometimes it works, but, I can't tell you how many times I've, done it, and I've got too stuck in them, and then they teleport away, and then it doesn't blow up or do anything because they teleported away.
Yeah. Or if you stick them and then Ishtaros kills them, and you've wasted your incendiaries and
right.
they still respawn, which is the worst. Because, I mean, this is another good example of where, they really ratchet up the difficulty from story mode. In story mode, Ishtaros, once you get familiar with her attacks, she's really not that difficult of a boss. Give her minions, and it's a completely different encounter, when she's got health. And
I'm
especially
still trying to see
when she's got health that respawns if she kills them, which is another thing.
But see, this is a perfect example of being at a bad angle where they're always kind of far away from me, and I kept trying to reposition myself and the camera to where they would have to stay on the screen.
I just thought one last thing to mention about the monks, actually, if you do want to take them out without wall attack, so you can use the Luna here. You do have the level 3 Luna. Keep Armlet of the Sun on, and you can use the in-air XY with the Luna. That does a really good amount of damage, so you can use that.
That would be a great video for you to make.
But again, like wall attacks, they're safe. Again, they don't look cool, but if you just want to get through the mission, they're a safe way to do it.
I think here I get close. It all looks good. Then I think one thing goes wrong. I wanted to show a lot of different examples of what we're talking about. Not being able to run up the wall straight like I think I'm going to. See, I think I just wall run here because I'm panicked so much.
That's
still gonna
really
stick with
unlucky
it.
when she does that. Like when she does that, lunge, as you're coming down from the wall attack, the only way to get out of that is to run. Otherwise, you're just going to get nailed.
See, I was real happy with all that. It's like, okay, man, maybe I have a chance to do this stuff. But yeah, boy, if you could just rotate the camera a little bit and get those monks positioned like you want. I've seen some of the guys, press the button, because you get the whoosh sound whenever you're doing the camera and rotate. I think Ice Wolf, might have done that. I think that, or Elfin Lied. He was really good at that on some of his missions.
Oh, that's unlucky.
And see, he doesn't respawn at all until she gets ready to land. Or if he did, I didn't hear him. But I'm still.
That sucks. Yeah, that's a perfect example, really, of why, you know, in mission mode, when the bosses kill the minions, it's much harder. Because in story mode, you'd have said thanks. You know, she's just taken out a monk fiend for you. You know, it would have been great.
Right.
But in this, you know, you're done. We've probably mentioned it before in other videos, but whenever you do get her by herself, and she does this move, try and get a Gleaming Blade UT on her, because it does a really good chunk of damage.
I thought I did pretty good there. Absorb the jump towards it to absorb the blue into an on landing. There's still my tranquility on.
Cheeky when she does that.
Oh yeah, she kind of fakes you out.
Yep.
But yeah, I think I'm in good shape here. You know, they're all
it's
right
funny,
in front of me.
Yeah, she's the only boss that does that. You know, she's got usually every boss, when they do a string, that's it, they commit to the entire string, whereas she's the only one that I can think of where sometimes she'll just do the knee, you know, and then she'll do the knee, and then she'll do the kick. Whereas, like, most of the time, a boss will just do the move, you know?
Right. Yeah, she kind of psychs you out, but here, this is where it all... Not being able to jump up straight. You know, I don't have this problem with... In CG4, I don't have it whenever I'm doing the Marvis stuff. It's just, for some reason, this mission, I don't have the ability to run up the wall like I do on the other one. It's probably what you're saying. And kept trying to reorient.
You're just keeping your thumb on the stick. That's why that happens.
Man, that's a hard habit to get out of when you're playing as long. But I finally do it. So hopefully all these other bloopers on all these other missions on the, you know, will help people out. Because that's what it's here for, you know, to show my screw ups in order to, you know, hopefully give some good information. Like I said, the thumbstick, I probably don't even realize I'm doing that.
That's on my list of tutorials to do. My ever-growing list of tutorials is like explain, you know, the. I mean, I do it now without even thinking, but like I never keep my thumb like on the stick permanently. Like if I jump or do an attack or do anything really, like I always let the stick go back to neutral, because I mean that's how you get like these, you know, these kind of, oh man, I didn't want to do that, you know, why'd that happen? You know, it's probably because you're still, you know, doing something on the pad. But again, it's just one of those, it's like a really intricate thing that, you know, the game doesn't tell you.
Watch this. I didn't know this could happen. They didn't do any of their, you know, charging up. I was really kind of surprised with that.
I mean, the Debilero is such a good choice for those situations. The hitbox on it's so big, and that should one-shot the monks as well. I can't remember how much money they're worth. I don't think it's much.
Or how she cancels with you right there. She cancels into the kick.
Again, yeah, like another thing, like she's the only boss where you really need to like hit confirm your strings. Like if you just kind of go at her blindly, you can get hit like out of stuff. Whereas like if you're doing your string and actually confirming it, then it's a lot safer doing it that way. Kind of shades of Genshin from NG2 actually. Genshin was very similar.
Well, you know, you could probably forward XXX her when she kicks at you and get in that loop, but I'm going to stick with what I know. Now watch this. You know, we talk about the hitbox. I'm thinking, hey, this is great.
Just outside of it.
Yeah, I was just like, oh man, really? I didn't think that was going to happen, but again, I still kind of got it where the monk's not across the screen, and of course she kills him.
Yeah, she killed him that one.
Now you can, whenever you're wall jumping, you can press in the direction of the monk, and he'll come down towards that, right? I think I messed it up here.
Yeah, you can.
I messed it up there too.
Yeah, you do generally want to do that as well, because the best way to think of the heavy weapon bird flip attacks, that's when you actually jump off the wall. You can direct the sword one way, and then if the sword connects, then you'll hit the monk, but you still have that like ground pound area of effect when you hit the floor. So you can kill a monk with the sword hitting him, and then the ground pound might still do a little bit of damage to Ishtaros or another monk fiend.
Alright, so I missed a couple UTs. I thought whenever I jumped there I was going to collect that UT essence, but I didn't. But anyway, I finally beat it. I was happy. You know, again, some of these CG missions I'm not ever playing, but I did throw in one of the most satisfying UTs I've ever had. Here it comes.
634.
Watch.
Oh yeah. That does a good chunk of damage as well, actually.
No, I mean, I ended up getting my ass kicked, but still, it was so satisfying to get a full connecting Dark Dragon Blade UT on her, especially with the sounds and everything. So I had to throw that in there because it doesn't happen very often. But anyway, guys, hope all this helped. This end of the CG row, and Fateful Confrontations will be next. So that's it, and we'll talk to you.
Take care, everybody.